In May 2026, John Deere reported second quarter net income of $1.773 billion. That was down from $1.804 billion the year before. The same week, AGCO's chief financial officer told reporters the company had posted its largest market share growth ever in North America the year before. Two companies. Same quarter. Same market. One sliding. One celebrating a record it had never hit before. That is not a coincidence. That is a transfer. And it just got confirmed on the record. Start with the numbers, because the numbers are where the damage shows first. John Deere's Production and Precision Agriculture segment, the division that includes the large row crop tractors and combines, posted net sales of $4.503 billion in Q2 of 2026, down 14% from $5.230 billion the year before. Operating profit in that segment fell from $1.148 billion to just $49 million. Not down 14%. Down to $49 million on a segment that used to generate over $1 billion in a single quarter. Roughly a 96% collapse in profit on the part of the business that built John Deere's name. John Deere maintained its full-year net income guidance at $4.5 to $5 billion. CEO John May told investors the company's diversified portfolio was driving market share expansion. He highlighted construction and forestry and small agriculture and turf as the segments doing the heavy lifting. He did not say the words large agriculture in the same sentence as a victory. That omission is the story. The division that built John Deere's name for nearly 2 centuries is now the one segment management describes by what is propping it up, not what it is doing on its own. This is also the 4th consecutive quarter that segment has posted a year-over-year decline. Not one bad quarter, but a sustained slide happening at the exact moment a European competitor is having the best year of its history in that same market. Now the European side of the same quarter, because the contrast is where the title earns its name. AGCO's chief financial officer told reporters in March 2026 that the company experienced its largest market share growth ever in North America the previous year. Not the largest in a down cycle. The largest ever in company history, recorded during the same downturn that just cut John Deere's large agriculture operating profit to $49 million. AGCO is forecasting sales for 2026 between $10.4 and $10.7 billion, higher than the year before, despite projecting North American large agriculture sales to fall another 15% from the already low levels of 2025. That guidance only makes sense one way. AGCO expects the overall pie to shrink, and its own slice of that shrinking pie to grow. The only place that growth comes from is John Deere's customers. Fendt's path into the American market did not happen overnight. AGCO invested roughly $1 billion in Fendt facilities and products over a 16-year stretch, including a tractor factory in Germany with a 30,000 unit capacity, built in 2012, and it doubled its North American Fendt dealerships between 2018 and 2019. Back in 2009, an AGCO marketing executive described Fendt as a niche brand in North America, barely worth mentioning. What looked like an afterthought 15 years ago is now the brand recording history-making share gains in the exact market John Deere has dominated for generations. Fendt is built in Marktoberdorf, Bavaria. The machine runs a continuously variable transmission Fendt, called the Vario, with no gear shifts and no shift points. The operator sets a target ground speed, and the tractor holds it. The engine sits at whatever revolutions per minute burns the least fuel for the load. Under partial load, most of what a row crop farmer does on most days, the Fendt keeps engine speed 200 to 400 revolutions per minute lower than a comparable John Deere large tractor at the same ground speed. Lower engine speed at the same ground speed means less diesel burned per acre, and across a planting season on a few thousand acres, that gap stops being a footnote and becomes a number a farmer can put on a spreadsheet. Operators who have run both describe it the way a long-haul driver describes switching from a manual to a modern automated transmission. You stop managing the machine and start running the field. This is not opinion. Every custom operator who has run both knows it, and with commodity prices still well below their 2022 highs, every dollar saved on fuel makes the European machine look less like a luxury import and more like the financially sound choice. Now the legal record, because this is where the European advantage became structural instead of just mechanical. On January 15th, 2025, the FTC, together with the Attorneys General of Illinois and Minnesota, filed suit against Deere over repair restrictions that drove up costs and locked farmers out of equipment they owned. A federal judge denied Deere's motion to dismiss in June 2025. The case remains active. A separate class action accused Deere of monopolizing repair services. On April 6, 2026, Deere agreed to pay $99 million to settle, committing to make repair tools and diagnostic software available for 10 years. By the end of 2026, farmers will be able to fix their own equipment without a dealer present and without a service truck driving 3 hours while the crop sits in the field. Deere said there was no finding of wrongdoing. The company paid $99 million and agreed to open its repair system for a decade anyway. A company confident in its legal position does not sign a decade-long commitment to change how it operates. It fights and waits out the clock. Deere settled fast, in the middle of its worst stretch in large agriculture in years. AGCO has publicly supported farmers' right to repair their own equipment for years, long before any lawsuit forced the issue. That position cost AGCO nothing to hold. It cost John Deere $99 million to begin matching it. That erased the one structural advantage Deere held over its European competitors the moment the ink dried. This is not a collapse. John Deere still holds the largest dealer network in American agriculture. The financing arm remains a real advantage. Construction, forestry, small agriculture, and turf are genuinely growing, and that growth is real money on the balance sheet. But the segment that destroyed John Deere's quarter was the same segment AGCO just destroyed John Deere inside of. $49 million in large agriculture operating profit came against AGCO's largest ever North American market share gain, recorded in the same market during the same downturn. The $99 million settlement removed the repair monopoly that used to be Deere's moat. At the exact moment, a European competitor was already offering that openness for free. European tractors did not win on price. They won on the year John Deere's strongest division returned $49 million in profit, and called it a quarter worth highlighting in construction and forestry instead. The numbers from May 2026 are the confirmation, and they did not happen in a vacuum. They happened after years of dealer consolidation, software lockouts, and repair costs that pushed farmers to start asking a question they never used to ask out loud. What exactly is the green premium paying for? Every dealer principal who just read this quarter's filing already knows exactly which direction the market is moving. And so does every farmer parked outside it.